friends, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we're looking specifically into a no contact and or separation situation. What are their current feelings for you? And I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is the Morgan Greer Tarot, and pile number two is the Butterfly Wisdom Tarot. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi pile 1, for those of you who chose Morgan Greer Tarot, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile 1, specifically for no contact and or separation situation, what are your person's feelings? Let's get into it. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the King of Swords, the Hanged Man, Three of Cups, the Hierophant, the Sun, Five of Cups, and we have the Emperor. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards. I'm struggling to stay entertained. The usual activities don't seem to hold my attention. I was getting that. Wonderment, stay calm, reflection, loyalty, 3838, success. All right. Yeah, I am getting that. I think that your person has achieved a lot of success in their life, or at least in their perception, they have achieved everything that they wanted to. However, there seems to be some kind of lack in your person's life, and I think they're starting to realize that that lack is you. Regardless of how this no contact started out, maybe both of you decided to go your own separate ways, or maybe both of you never really acknowledged your feelings to one another. Maybe there was a false start and then it just didn't work out between the two of you. Regardless of how the no contact started out, how it's going right now is that your person is beginning to feel the lack of you in their life. They might have tried a lot to distract themselves, with I'm struggling to stay entertained along with the Three of Cups energy. I think that this person may have, maybe distracted themselves with other friendships or even other surface level connections, but there seems to be a disconnect. Like what was once okay for them, like the friend circle that they were around or the people that they were around, including the people at their workplace, the people that your person surrounded themselves with. It looks like your person used to be very entertained with them. They used to enjoy, they could completely distract themselves with whatever was going on in their life. However, your energy has been creeping into their life. And I don't think that you are doing anything intentionally I would actually say that you've actually been focusing on your life so much so that your energy has been so powerful that it has been stepping into your person's life. And because your person has been recognizing your energy in these little places, in signs and synchronicities, whatever used to work to distract them in the past is no longer working right now. Every connection that they are a part of right now feels very surface level. There's some kind of lack. Like even as they're speaking and having conversations like they would always, something feels missing to your person, and they're trying to understand what exactly is missing. I don't think that your person has an answer right now. With the Hierophant and the Emperor coming out, I'm confident that your person will understand. They will try to slowly dig deeper and deeper, and then I think that spiritually your person is going to be guided. They might also try to be very logical and rational in the way that they approach this lack that they're feeling, but I think over time they will be spiritually guided to the answer. There's a lot of confusion in your reading at this point in time. I think that your person is also very confused. They might be withdrawn right now. They might not be around you, or they might not even be around their friends, because every time that they're around their friends or other people, they seem to find that disconnect, right? And that disconnect is making them very, very uncomfortable. So they might not even be approaching these distractions anymore. They might just be withdrawn. The way that I see it is your person feels that maybe if they're withdrawn, they won't feel your energy. They won't feel that discrepancy. But to be very honest with you, your energy is coming through, whether they are with other people or whether they are by themselves. Like even staying by themselves, there is a disconnect, and it's not something that your person can escape at this point in time. Your person is meant to look within them, is meant to reflect upon what has gone down between the two of you. What have they been running away from? What have they been suppressing because of this connection, or in spite of this connection, trying to bring it to their attention? So there's a lot that your person is learning right now at this point in time. They're definitely not staying calm. I'm feeling very, very blocked energies from this. I think that there's a lot of panic that's going on within your person. Like, why is there so much of a discrepancy? Why am I not feeling good like I used to? You know, everything that was a distraction at one point, it was working so well. Why is it not working anymore? So there's a lot of panic that I'm feeling, but I also do feel that your person will calm down over time. I think very slowly and steadily, when they're ready, when they are growing, as they're ready to hear those spiritual insights, I think that there is going to be spiritual guidance. It could come in the form of lyrics through music. It could also be some kind of a spiritual guide that this person looks up to. It could also just be their higher self coming through. It could also be in, like, you know, just random, this is so different that's coming, could just be a random video that pops up on their feed and it's actually meant for them and your person accidentally clicks it. However the message wants to come through, it will, right? That is one thing that you have to trust, and maybe you're doubting, maybe you are doubting, you know, maybe this person has been so resistive to this connection that you're actually doubting they would ever actually be open to it. I don't know why I said actually 2 times. So maybe there's so much of stress that this person has put in the past of never wanting to accept this connection or never wanting to be a part of this connection, just suppressing what they're feeling. But no, when the message wants to come through, it will. Like, you can't stop spiritual messages from coming through. You can resist all you want, yes, but at some point the message has to reach you, and it knows the best way to reach you. You know, it's very individualistic, but it will, you know, regardless of the resistance, it will break the resistance and then come through. So that is probably a message for you coming through, pile 1, that you have to trust that your person will receive the messages that they are meant to at the right time when they're ready for it. And I will say that it is through those messages that your person is going to evolve. They are going to be guided to grow into a version of themselves that can take responsibility for their feelings, that can stand steady and strong, that can be an anchoring presence for you, right? A lot of masculine energy coming up in your reading. Gender doesn't matter of your person, but I feel like there might be a lot of masculine wounds that your person needs to work through at this point in time, and that's what they're working through, so that there is a balance of their inner feminine and masculine energies. Right? Let's see any message that wants to come through for you, or any advice. Let's see. We have the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So it might take some time for your person to come towards you or to accept this connection, just because there's a lot of inner stability that your person has to work to get to. It's not one of pentacle, right? It's the 10. They have to work it up until that point. So I feel this might not be the only thing that your person has been denying in their life. It could be other aspects that your person has not been true to themselves, or they've been suppressing, following what their heart really wants. So your person has to slowly work their way to you, and they are. It's going to take time because they've got to do all the 10 pentacles, one pentacle by one. I guess that's the message that's coming through, and pentacle energy is also very, very slow. So it will take time, but with the pentacle energy, it's also sure. They will get there, right? Because the end point that your person has to reach is the Emperor energy. And up until that point, there's a lot that your person has to work through. There's a lot of their own inner self that they have to acknowledge. They have to kind of bring it out forth so that they align with that version of themselves. But don't worry, Pawan, your person is guided at this point in time, all right? Just trust that your person will get the messages that they are meant to when they're ready for it and at the right time, at the most aligned time, all right? Pawan, this is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that I send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 1, take care. Trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the Butterfly Wisdom Tarot, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into the reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alrighty, pause here specifically for no contact under a separation situation. What are your personal feelings? Okay, we have the Hermit. We have the Hanged One. Okay, pause energy right off the bat. 3 of Cups, Knight of Wands, 5 of Wands. What's gone on between the two of you? Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Okay. I also have your Oracle cards. We have 3535 Freedom. We have Respect. We have Unfolding. We have Love with All Your Heart. We have Endless. We have, I feel like I'm always falling short of the person you could have beside you. All right, a lot of heartbreaking energy coming through in your reading over here, Pal 2. There have been a lot of fights between the two of you. I can see it in the energy. I think that there's a lot of frustration on both ends. And there's also some kind of confusion that's coming through to me. I think that both of you are not able to understand why you've been fighting so much. I am seeing third-party energy. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, but it could be another person. It could be other aspects of your person's life or even your life, something that's causing friction between the two of you. It doesn't seem to be between the two of you. It seems to be something else that's causing the misunderstanding and the fights between the two of you. It's kind of like maybe the message coming through is maybe you and maybe you're a group of 3 people, all right? And 2 of you are fighting about the third person. Or it could be maybe both of you are fighting about something at work, or there's some kind of third-party energy or influence between the two of you, and both of you have been fighting about that. And the confusion that's coming through to me is, why are both of you fighting about something else that's not even connected to the two of you? Or why are you fighting because of someone else or something else? Yeah, I don't know why I needed to clarify that, but it's kind of like your person's asking that question again and again, and they're taking a lot of time to think about it because this is really confusing to them. I would not be surprised if it is confusing to you as well, because there is a lot of love between the two of you. Both of you have deep respect for one another. Both of you want to be with each other. Both of you care about each other very, very deeply as well. This doesn't have to be a romantic connection because I'm getting very different semantics between the two of you. It could even be like a parent and child, where it's so different. A parent and a child where the parent is fighting with the child about maybe one of their friends. Maybe the friend is a bad influence, and the parent is wondering, why are we fighting about this? Like, why can't we just get on the same page? It's about some other person. They don't even have any connection to the connection that we both have yet. That topic keeps coming up, and yet we keep fighting about it. So it's a little bit different, the energy that's coming through, but I think that both of you are very, very exhausted about the fights that have been happening, and I do feel plural. It's kind of like both of you want some kind of resolution, some kind of clarity about why those fights are happening, but both of you have not been able to. And I think that regardless of how this person shows up, they seem to be doing something wrong. Something seems to be triggering you. You could be getting triggered, or you could be triggering them as well. Like, regardless of how much both of you are trying, there seems to be this constant energy between the two of you that just seems misaligned, that both of you just can't seem to refocus and align to how things were at one point. Because I do think that things were really, really good at one point, but off late it feels like that's the one topic that both of you can't seem to get on the same page, and that seems to be having a ripple effect in other aspects of your connection as well. Both of you really do love each other. I mean, I will go as far to say that there's a lot of love that both of you have with each other, like for each other, I guess, but it's kind of like that love seems to be lost every time both of you talk about this topic, or every time both of you fight about this topic. And I think that both of you are trying to understand, like, your person's current feelings are that they've gone within. They're trying to understand why both of you have been fighting so much about this particular topic, and they're trying to gain clarity, but they're also doing their best to have empathy for you, to have compassion, and to try to understand where you're coming from. They might not have a lot of clarity about that, but they're doing their best. That's where they're at right now, pal 2. I will say that just as a neutral party over here, I think that both of you are meant to learn how to come on the same page about this third party. Like, there's a journey to that. And I think that both of you are, in your own way, evolving, shifting in your perspective so that both of you can align together. All right, so it's a little bit of a process getting there, but both of you are meant to get to that end point. Right, so both of you you're learning how to work together. That's what's coming through as like a neutral party over here that I'm just watching, because that message seems to be coming from my spirit guides more so. Just like, this is just additional information that's coming through. So this is the process to get to that point. There's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of confusion, but both of you are aligning. It might not seem like it to each other. It might not seem like it as well, given how messed up things might be between the two of you, but both of you are aligning. It might feel endless at this point in time, but no, there's a reason why both of you are going through this phase. There's a reason why there is misalignment, and there's a reason why that misalignment is being brought to your attention again and again at this point. It's because both of you are meant to align, right? The path to alignment for both of you is to come from a place of love that you have for each other, is to keep reminding yourselves of the love that you have for each other, and to understand that that love is powerful. It is what will help both of you align together, right? Both of you are meant to come on the same page about this. It's just, there's a process to that, and both of you are on that process. And because both of you have to work with each other to get to that point, that's where, if it's just by yourself, I wouldn't say that it's easy. Of course, there will be its own curves and its own pain and its own confusion there, but at least you have one person to work through it, just yourself. But now I think that you're learning how to align in relation to someone else. So that's a process by itself. Aligning with yourself is one journey, yes, but aligning with another person, aligning for the connection to grow, to evolve, to become stronger, that's another journey by itself. And I think that both of you are at that point. All right, so take the time that both of you need. I know that both of you are probably taking some time out, some space from each other, just breathing out and trying to see where both of you are going wrong and how to align. So take all the time that you need. There is no hurry to get to the end, all right? But just know that both of you will get there. So take some time. With the Hermit coming out, I do think that both of you are being spiritually guided as well. This is part of your soul's journey, so I would not be surprised if your higher selves are coming in, stepping in to help both of you. But at the same time, you know, if you don't know what to do, the message coming through is just pause, all right? Wait for inspired action. And wait for your mind, like if you want to take it the more 3D way, wait for your mind to figure it out. Wait for your mind to come up with solutions that can work for the two of you. If you don't know what to do, it means that your mind is still processing. It's still waiting for more information or more data, or it's just, you know, evaluating the possible routes that you can take at this point. So wait until there is inspired action. And that would be alignment. Inspired action is always alignment, all right? So wait for that solution to come by. At this point in time, maybe it is okay for both of you to take some space to breathe out. It's okay, you know? Sometimes I feel like we mistake silence for, you know, us letting go of the connection, or the connection dissolving, or, you know, we're losing control of the connection. But sometimes that silence is actually very, very helpful, and it helps both of you grow in the time that you need by yourselves first, so that you can come together as more aligned versions of yourself. A plane is going above me right now. You can take that as a confirmation, all right? So let me just get any message or advice that wants to come through for you, Paltu. Yeah, we have the Two of Cups. Don't worry, all right? Both of you are going to come to the same page. You're meant to align, but there's a journey to get there. And that journey, you know, it's difficult. It is, because you're doing something. You're not just aligning with yourself, you also have to align with the other person, and they also have to align with themselves first before they come to you. So it is a journey by itself. It is a process, but both of you are getting there. This is a phase that is meant to bring both of you closer, not to pull both of you apart. All right? And sometimes through adversity, we grow closer. You know, it is through that adversity. That adversity is meant to help us actually build the bond a lot stronger. All right? Sometimes that is the path, and it looks like this might be one of those times for both of you. All right? Okay. Paltu, this is where I will leave you for today. I actually wish both of you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, all right? I really hope that this reading brought you the comfort, clarity, and confirmation you were looking for. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips to send in watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Paltu, take care, trust your intuition. You always have free will. Catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.